What's up, y'all? So in my last video I made this bracer for my Taako cosplay, and today we're going to be doing some more foam smithing. I'm going to be making a functional pouch for my belt so that I can keep my phone and my money in there during the con so I don't have to carry a bag around. And then I'm also going to be making a spellbook, which will also be hanging off of my belt. So stay tuned to see how I get those done. First thing I'm going to do is make a pattern, and I'm using my phone because I want to make sure that the bag is large enough to accommodate this, which is going to be the largest thing I'm carrying that day. I want it to be a pouch that's longest down the center than it is wide, if that makes any sense. So if that helps to visualize, like the pouch is going to be like this as opposed to horizontal. So now I have the back piece, and I'm just gonna copy that pattern again to get the front piece. Okay, so now to make the actual side pieces that go around the bag, I'm gonna decide how thick that I want it. And then I'm going to make it run the total length of the bag. I'm just gonna make a piece that's long enough to go around the bottom, and then I'm gonna make another piece that goes on the other side. It'll make sense once we get to it, I promise. For the width of the bag, I'd say I'm gonna make it like 2 inches thick about. Go ahead and mark a line. That's 2 inches from the top, right here. So now I have a piece that will go from the sides here and wrap around the bottom, like so. Boop. Just like that. Now we have all the pieces except for the flap that will go on top of the bag. And then this will go here. It's kind of hard to hold together, but I hope you get the gist of it. So now I'm gonna glue it together. Okay, so that's the back and the sides glued together. Now before I put the front on, obviously this is pretty floppy and flimsy. So what I'm gonna do is add a second layer of foam in here to stabilize it and give it a little extra strength, you know? Okay, so I finished gluing all the pieces together and I just rounded off the edges. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to add a loop in the back so that it can slide onto the belt, and then I'm also going to add the flap that goes over the top. So I'm gonna get started on those right now. Oh, hi, Buddha. Oh. Buddha decided to help me. So, to close this guy up, I'm just gonna use some industrial strength Velcro. Okay, so the pouch is all finished. I glued on a strap on the back where the belt will attach. I kind of cut off the edges to round it out a little bit and put the Velcro there, reinforced it, so it's all good to go. After I finish with the book, I'm going to distress it and make it look like leather and paint it along with the book. So let's get started on that. The first thing I'm going to do with the book is I'm going to tea dye the pages of it to make it look older and more antique-y and just overall a little bit more fantasy-esque, you know? So I'm just taking this tea that I made and I'm going to paint it onto the pages. I'm going to take my heat gun and blow the pages dry. Okay, so I finished dyeing the pages. I just kind of dabbed the tea bag on there, painted it, and then I used my heat gun to dry it and also to burn some sections as well. And now I'm gonna make a craft foam cover for it. So how I'm going to put the foam in is I'm going to cut a piece to go on the inside, and then I'll cut a piece to go on the outside that'll have 3 flaps, one to fold over each edge. So I'm gonna start on that right now.
My nails match the foam.
Alright, so I think that is the Spellbook all foamed up. I want to try to add a spine to it of foam because obviously this is not very fantastical looking. Not quite sure how to do it while still allowing for at least the minimal range of motion required to open it. But I will figure that out, and on the next video I'll be painting these guys and making them look more like leather. Until then, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!